Hey guys, welcome back. So if you saw the first part of the video, we talked about tequilas that were $30 to $40 range, which is, I feel that it's very much affordable if you're everyday drinker, everyday, tequila mixer drinker or everyday sipper. You saw what we had in the $30 to $40 range. Now, rather than doing a 50 to 60 or 40 to 60, I'm gonna kind of do a wide variety where it's, we're going from 45-ish dollar range to anywhere to, let's say, 70, 80, maybe $90 range in the Blanco. Of course, all of these tequilas now, again, we're talking about are additive-free, smaller, single-state tequilas, not widely made, they're not doing $1,000 barrels a week or anything like that. They may be doing 1,000 barrels a year or maybe 1,000 barrels in 6 months, which is, it sounds a lot, but it's not a lot. It's, you got companies like the big commercial companies like Patron doing, I don't know, 1 million barrels a month movement. So if you compare it to that, you see why these are sometimes going to be hard to find. Not everybody's going to carry it. You also have to kind of know about it. You have to be a tequila fan like I am. You try different things. You go to trade shows, you go to tequila shows, you go to Mexico, and you go to these tequila, tastings and stuff like that, which I've done quite a bit. And, later on in the year when we're in Mexico or whatnot, we'll definitely do a video and talk about that stuff. But another thing I wanted to talk about is Blanco in the tequila. It comes in 40 proof, which is 40% alcohol, 80 proof tequila is the most common in the United States. In Mexico, which a lot of you probably go on vacation and stuff, and I don't know if you've ever noticed, you might find the same tequila that you get here at 40% alcohol, it's gonna be 35% in Mexico. Mexico government works differently. Their tequila, their age limit for drinkers are 18 and older, where United States, tequila age is 21 and over, so therefore they feel that they could take higher percentage of alcohol. So if for that same tequila to come to United States, it has to be at 40%. Correct me, maybe I'm wrong about that. It doesn't have to be, but as far as I know and my knowledge in this, that and what I've seen in Mexico and here for the same tequila bottle, same Blanco, same everything, we are at 40% in the United States and 35% in Mexico. And from my understanding and education on that is because the age limit difference. We are 21 and over strictly in the United States, and they are 18 and over strictly. So their alcohol content goes down a little bit in Mexico. Now, talking about that, if you know Puntas, they call it Puntas, which is barrel proof or high proof tequila. A lot of the companies are starting to come out with that, which is they don't dilute it, they don't bring it down to that 40% or 35%. They leave it at natural distilling proof, which is anywhere from 90 proof and higher, and it even gets to about 110, 115, and I think I've seen 120 before. But let's talk about this Tapatio, since this is also one of my favorite brands. So Tapatio has one. It's their Blanco, and it's 55% alcohol, meaning 110 proof. It's for those drinkers that like the natural distilling process, and then the higher proof definitely gets you drunk quicker, but that's not the plan here. The plan is to enjoy the tequila while it's at its natural distilling juice. So Tapatio is one of them. I know Cazcanes does high proof. They have a barrel 7, which is a regular 80 proof tequila, and then they have a barrel 9, which is their high proof tequila. And I believe that one comes out to about 95 or something like that. Volans is another one. Excellent tequila. Same thing. They'll do a regular Blanco, and then they'll also do a high proof. And there's a lot of other companies out there. We're not going to get into every one of them, but I was just trying to give you an idea that 80 proof is not your only option. You could go higher if you could handle it. And those, I definitely don't recommend mixing, because you want to enjoy the natural distilling, what it's distilled at and how it's distilled at, and the proof that it's distilled at. You want to enjoy that. So definitely try that out. Now, I have a wide variety of blancos here. Some also Repo and Añejo. Every brand except for Lalo. As far as I know, Lalo is one of the only ones out there that all they do. Oh, and La Gritona. These two right here. So let me tell you a little bit about Lalo. You've probably seen a lot of this. It's a very talked about tequila. It's a grandson of Don Julio. He came back to the industry. Of course, Don Julio sold out many years ago. It's very commercially made, and it's not added-free tequila. But Don Julio's grandson started this Lalo, 100% additive-free. All he makes is just Blanco tequila. He's not, spending any time on making repos or añejo, or maybe he is. He's not ready to release it yet. But as far as I know, and my research goes, that he's only concentrated on making Blanco tequila. Definitely a tequila to have around at your bar for everyday drinking. It's like $45, around $45 for an excellent, additive-free tequila. You could mix it with this. You could drink it straight. And it's you could, even on the bottle it says inhale, sip, exhale. So that's what it is. And then this pretty cool story. It's all woman-owned company, La Gritona. I believe it means the yeller in Spanish, and it's all women-owned company right here, and it's excellent. It's the only thing they make is reposado tequila, and you've probably seen this at a lot of bars and restaurants. They support this brand quite a bit, not just because it's a woman-owned, but also an excellent tequila. So it's a pretty cool story. Good tequila. Definitely want to have a good conversation piece right here and good sip of tequila. Arette. Earlier I showed you between the $30-$40 range. Arette does everyday sipping mixer. I can't really say sipping, but I would definitely use that 1 liter bottles for mixing margaritas, or if you're drinking it, with soda on ice or whatever. But Arette has a single state artisanal tequila. So this stuff, the agave is not widely grown like the other one is. There's a single state agave used in this. They have Blanco, they have Repo, and they have Añejo. Excellent sipping tequila. This will go for anywhere from $55-$60 range, and so on and so forth as you go and get into Repo and Añejo. Tequila Ocho. I know you've heard of Tequila Ocho. Also another widely talked about tequila on social media, on YouTube, and we're going to talk about it because definitely we're talking about. They also do regular Blanco. They also do one called Tequila Ocho Puntas, which is their higher proof tequila. They do a Repo, and then they get into extra añejo and their bottles get pretty pricey because it's worth every penny. They do excellent stuff. So definitely want to grab, definitely want to have at your bar. It's around a $45-$50 price range on the Blanco and Repo. So definitely grab a bottle, put one at your bar. ArteNOM. They've been around forever. This is kind of the best explained nom when I was explaining to you earlier, where every section of Mexico has a nom. ArteNOM distills one from every section of the nom. So you could find Arette 1146. I brought this bottle to show you because this is definitely one of the favorite noms for me. I enjoy 1146. Comes out, the flavor profile, it's very good. I enjoy it for everyday drinking. Although I have tried all of their noms, and they have the 1414, the 1121, the 1571, and so on and so forth. Every one of their tequila is excellent. It's good sipping tequila. ArteNOM is definitely the one to have at your bar, or just to have around so you can sip on it. Middle of the week, you want to sip on good tequila, you never go wrong with ArteNOM. Some newer ones that we've brought in and really enjoyed, it's Mijenta. Mijenta's been around forever, but it's becoming more recognizable now in the United States. They do excellent additive-free tequila. They have Blanco, they have Repo, they have Añejo, and El Tesoro and Primo are another two of my favorite Blancos and Repos to have around. easy to drink, sip, put it over ice, maybe splash of soda water. Maybe, you know, I like to drink the soda water sometimes if I'm not just sipping. Excellent tequilas to have around at your bar. Cascahuin, they do some nice tequila here. Their agave, very earthy, very smooth. You want to have it, you know, change the tasting a little bit. You try their Tahona and then their Cascahuin original, and their stuff is just phenomenal. Like, I could just talk about it all day. Cazcanes, we were talking about earlier, they do very excellent small batch. I'm pretty sure it's all state bottled. They have a variety from regular to high proof to repo, añejo, extra añejo. Their bottles are pretty pricey, but again, they're not making million barrels a month, so they're only doing, you know, a couple of 100 barrels a year. And so the cost of the process to get it bottled, to get it distilled, to come out into these hand wrapped bottles, send it to America, all that cost is included. But still, it's very affordable, $50-$60 range for Blanco. You get to any tequila you're gonna get, good tequila you're gonna get to añejo or extra añejo, it gets into hundreds of dollars. So definitely a good a sipping tequila to have around if you're a tequila collector and a drinker. Volans, same thing. Excellent additive-free tequila. Again, I'm keep on saying additive-free. I could put out other bunch of bottles here that are not additive-free that everybody thinks is good tequila. Your Clase Azul, people love it. Stars love it. It's hyped up tequila. Your 1942, your Patron, your Casa Dragones. You know, there's so many out there that just hype. But if you're an actual sipper like me of tequila, you won't find those bottles at my bar. I'll drink it, no doubt about it. I'll go to a party and it's, hey, let's have a shot of this. If the bottle's there, sure, I'll drink it. But when I go buy a bottle of any of those hyped up tequilas, absolutely not. After this, I'm gonna do one more video for you guys. I'm gonna bring in a couple of bottles. I'm gonna talk about why you must have those as your top shelf tequila. Very small batch made, aged forever, like, you know, 4, 5, 10 years. Of course, you're gonna pay the price for it, but you know, if you're a bourbon drinker and you'll understand what I'm talking about. This age statement. Anytime you start aging stuff, 6 year, 10 year, 12 year, it takes a lot of money, a lot of time to put an age statement on these tequilas. But you drink this, you're gonna forget about drinking Clase Azul. You're gonna forget about drinking 1942 Don Julio and stuff like that. So we'll be right back.